guys, thank you for watching my video. It's my very first, and I'm going to show you how to make a thank you card using a celebration stamp set called What I Love. This is really simple and really pretty, and you can see here that you can layer all three of these stamps to make a really pretty flower. I'm going to show you exactly how I did mine and all the colors that I used. You can use any colors you want, any embellishments or stamps that you want, but I will show you how I did mine. So let's get started. First off, I'm going to use a Whisper White cardstock piece, and it's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 inch. And I'm going to use 3 colors for my flower. The lightest and first layer is going to be Bashful Blue. The second is going to be Pacific Point, and the last layer is going to be Night of Navy. So in this stamp set, I got the polymer, which are the ones that peel off and stick to your block. So this is what they look like. We are going to start with our first layer, which is going to be the big one. I'm going to stick it to the block here, and we're going to use the Bashful Blue, which will be the lightest color. And there is a little arrow if you want to line them up all the same. You don't have to. So we're just going to do 4 stamps. They don't have to be any particular way. I just put them on each side. Alright, so then you're going to get the first layer. Now for the second layer, you are going to use this little small blotchy petal one, and you're going to just stick it on there, and you're going to use the next color up, which is Pacific Point. And if you remember, the little arrow is going to go up for mine. You don't have to. This is going to give it little petals, you can see. And then the third layer we're going to do is going to be the outline of the flower. So we're going to do it in the darkest color, which we are using the Night of Navy. And I've put that one on the larger block. So you're just going to layer that on top also. And that gives the flower the really pretty outline. So that is how it looks once it's all layered. Now the second step, or the next step I should say, we are going to do this big stem. So we're going to peel it off, and for the stem we're going to use Garden Green. And the stem doesn't have to be any particular way. Sorry, I feel like my stamps are loud. It doesn't have to be any particular way, so I'm just going to stamp it kind of randomly. You can stamp them anywhere on your card, just to kind of fill it in. And then the next step is going to be adding the small leaves. So see the small leaves right here. You're going to add those. Now we're also going to use the Garden Green. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it, the ink, and then I'm going to stamp a piece of paper, and then I'm going to stamp the flower, just to give it a different shade of green so that it doesn't blend in too much with the leaves. You don't have to do that, but I thought it was neat. So wherever you want them. Be careful not to get ink all over. I tend to do that a lot. So there you have your card full. The next step is going to be getting your sponge, and that is called a stamping sponge, and I just cut a little triangle out of mine, and then I'm going to blot it onto my ink. I don't need too much. Be careful not to get fingerprints on your card. And then you just want to go around the edges and sponge it, and you'll give it like this little spongy shadow along the sides. Looks really pretty. So you just want to go all along the edges. And then when you're done, you can also just kind of sponge inside to give it a little more color inside. Not too dark though, and not a lot. So it'll look like that. And then the next step, we're going to make our banner. So if you remember our card, we have this little thank you banner. We're going to get our thank you stamp, and whoops, and I'm going to use the Pacific Point color. You can see that, and I'm going to use it on the banner. So what this is this is the banner framelit die, and it comes in a large set, and this is the smallest one. That's what I cut my banner with. So you need a big shot for that. So if you don't have a big shot, you can order one, and if you order it by tomorrow, you can get 2 free celebration items. So I'm gonna get my Pacific Point on my thank you, and this is really tiny, so be very careful. You stamp your banner, and that is your little thank you. Now for the silver part that you see here, I'm using this glitter tape that is also part of Celebration. Actually comes in this pack of 3. And you can choose that for your free gift as well. So I'm just going to stick it in my banner punch, which is this thing right here. And I'm going to make a little banner. If you have scissors, you can use scissors if you don't have the banner. I'm just going to find the place wherever the top of my card is, or the middle of my card. I'm going to put that there. That's a little crooked, so this is sticky tape, so if you mess up, you just peel it off. Now to stick my banner, I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals, which look like this. And I'm just going to use 2. And you just want to stick them on the back of your tag. That's not gonna work. Okay, and then you just want to layer on top of your glittery sticky tape. And I just leave the tail showing, but I cover the rest. So you can do it however you like. And then to finish, I'm going to use these Jewel Basic Rhinestones from Stampin' Up. I'm going to use this 3rd biggest size over here. And I'm just going to stick them in the center of each flower. Just like that. And you can even use the little other accents for the middle of the flower if you want it to look different. This is more like a bling card. So the next thing you're going to do to finish your card is I have this cardstock. It's Garden Green from the Regal collection of Stampin' Up. And I'm just going to stick my card together like so. So whatever adhesive you have, just take the back of your paper, stick it on, and this cardstock is actually cut 8 inches by 4 inches. So when you open it up, it's 8 inches across and 4 inches across this way. You just fold it down the middle and it makes a nice little card. And that is how you make the card. It's pretty simple. And as you can see, it took under 10 minutes. So you have all the stuff, perfect. And like I said, you can use any colors you want. Now, these are just some of the stamp sets you can get with this Celebration Every $50 that you purchase, you get to pick something free. So if you spend $50, you can pick this one. You spend $100, you can pick another one. These are just some of the stamp sets that are free right now with the celebration, which ends tomorrow. There's also glitter tape, there's vellum, there's designer series papers you can choose from. There's so much stuff. So these are our cards, and I hope you like them, and I hope you'll be making your own. So thank you for joining me on my first video. Sorry if it's a little messy or a little crazy. But hopefully I can be making some more and showing you guys some more ideas with what you can do with your stamp sets and your colors and your free stamp sets, most of all. So, alright, talk to you soon.